This is the 7th generation of a Ford Mustang. Yes, Ford's been making them for almost 60 years. How exciting it is? It's very exciting, especially to see that we have, yes, 5.0 V8, no electrification, and this particular one is a stick shift too. It doesn't get any better than that. It also is painted with this yellow splash metallic color that pops, and it should be, right? You're buying a sports car. And wait till you hear the price. It's actually not that bad. So I'm back here at AutoNation Ford of Brooksville to take you on a complete tour of this vehicle. We're going to check it out, the new design, the engine, the new technology, and at the end of this video I'm going to take it for a spin with me together. And if you like watching videos like this, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel. Consider subscribing, make sure you hit that like button and turn on that bell notification ring bell so you won't miss any of the content that's coming out. And now let's get back to this. Hey, one of the cool features that the new Mustang have, in my opinion, is this approach lighting. So as you get closer to your vehicle, you have the key somewhere on you. This vehicle will turn on the lights and make sure that you're getting into the right one. So if you have 5 of the yellow Mustangs in the row, the one that lights up is yours, right? I also like the design of it. When I first heard that Mustang's going to be redesigning the car for the 2024 model year, before they even came up with any picture, I was kind of concerned because I really like the 6th generation one. So I was hoping that they're not gonna screw up of what they've built on for all these years, and I'm glad to inform you that they didn't. They still kept the same characteristics of a Mustang. They just added a little bit new twist to it, the new technology, which is amazing, and improved the power on it as well. So let's take a look. As far as the design, I love this hood. Very nice long hood. You have the air exhaust right on top of here, and check out the lights. Now these are all LED lights. You have the daytime running lights, turn signals, and the triple beam LED lights right here. Scrolling down here, love the design of it. Very non-functional. This is all closed up. I'm not sure if it opens at certain speed or not, but I like the design of it. It has this texture and the trim piece that continues also at this very bottom of the front bumper. Now if you look at the grille, this is all piano black. Kind of works very well with this yellow color. You have the pony right here, and you also have 2 additional lights on the side, kind of further illuminated. Now what's changed also is the V8, the 5.0 V8 is more powerful right now. Let's check it out. So let's check this out, guys. Before we look underneath the hood, let's take a look at the hood itself. So you see how much open space there is for the air to escape from the engine compartment. You also have some sound insulation. The hood is propped up by 2 hood struts right here, as it should be, and there's really 3 different engine options that are available. The 4-cylinder, the EcoBoost, producing about 315 horsepower. Now we have the V8, 5.0 liter V8, producing 480 horsepower. There's also another engine that's available in the Dark Horse. That's also a 5.0 V8 producing 500 horsepower. And you can get the 6-speed manual transmission, which is what I have today, only with the V8 option here. So I'm pretty excited to take it for a spin at the end of this video. It's also available with the 10-speed automatic transmission. The engine setup looks like a muscle car, looks like it should be. I love it. Let's look on the outside. Now let's check out the exterior of this Mustang right here, the side profile. I love it. Typical of a muscle car, sports car. You have the long hood, kind of short and stubby back end, and in this yellow splash, it looks absolutely amazing. Now people say that this portion right here, the hips, the back hips of this vehicle kind of remind them of a Camaro, and maybe so, but it doesn't mean they're copied it. If it works, you know, they're gonna incorporate incorporated. And by the way, Camaro is going away, so there's not going to be one very, very soon. So Mustang's going to be the only one. And let's check out the wheel and tire setup. So we have the 19-inch wheels on this particular one. Not sure if I like the design of the wheels. Maybe I'd like the black wheels on it, something a little bit fancier, but these don't look bad. And if you look in the back, right, you can see the BREMBO calipers right here, huge rotors in the back. You need some stopping power to stop this beast. Now this is not standard equipment. You have to pay extra for the Brembos or buy a package that includes it. 5.0 badge on the side, and this trim piece that I mentioned to you in the front, see this textured trim piece continues at the bottom of this vehicle. No chrome here, everything is nice and blacked out. Top of the mirror, same color as the rest of the vehicle. We have the turn signals in here and the blind spot assist in the mirror. And the vehicle, of course, is equipped with a smart entry system, so you don't have to press any of the buttons. As long as the key is somewhere on you, it will lock or unlock. And we can get it open with the remote. Now this is a Ford remote. You see it has the Mustang logo. We've seen this remote in pretty much every Ford that they have. Press twice to unlock the trunk. And let's see what we have. All right, opens nice and tall. I think you can definitely easily fit a set of golf clubs in here. And if you couldn't, there is a 50-50 split of the seats that you can fold down. The size of this speaker right here. You gotta have some tunes on your brand new sports car. And yeah, no spare tire. You have to fix a flat little compressor to blow it up. And in case you get locked up by bad guys, you can also get out by pulling on this glow-in-the-dark handle. And before we get inside, let's check it out. The sound of the closing door. Boom. Not bad. This is a frameless design, mind it, so the glass doesn't have the frame on top. And let's see what we have on this door panel right here. So you have this leather wrapping, you have the soft trim right over here. The same trim that continues on the outside has the presence on the inside of this vehicle. You have the 3 memory seat settings: lock, unlock, window, mirror, lock controls. I like that they put some of this aluminum trim piece and a little bit of storage, you know, as far as at the bottom. Now on the sill, you have the Mustang logo. Now this was my biggest concern with the previous generation Mustang. I don't think the seats were very comfortable when I see it while driving. Now I've been in this car for a little bit and driven it around this parking lot, and they feel better. So hopefully they're nicely leather wrapped. You have the solid leather on the sides, you have the perforated in the middle, some contrast stitching. Looks very nice and classy. And before I jump inside, I'll show you on the left hand side of the steering wheel, you have the light control, dimmer control, a little Mustang logo right here. Now, by the way, I haven't showed you that too. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that because it's wet, but here is the silhouettes of all of the 7th generation's Mustangs. This is right in your rear glass. Back to the inside. All right, so if you want to, if you have to, if you absolutely have to, but please don't, you can sit in the back seat. Now this is usually reserved maybe for kids, smaller people down here. Definitely not a lot of room, especially with this sloped roof line. I think the only way that it can work with the convertible with the top down, which by the way we've tested on the previous generation, it was a lot of fun. Now let me jump inside and show you this crazy new amazing technology. Here we are on the interior of this brand new 2024 Ford Mustang GT. Let me know in the comment section, and let me know whether you like this new design, don't like it, and why. I really want to hear your thoughts. Now, here are my thoughts. I think it's a step in the right direction. I think they modernized it by leaps and bounds. It's better looking than the previous generation one. We're going to start right on the right hand side to see what's going on in here. So we have the big vent. We have some polished aluminum trim, Mustang logo and Mustang spelled out right inside of it, and you have this very nicely textured trim. This is not carbon fiber, even though some people might think that looks like one. You have some of this leather wrapping on the bottom and the top. This is all soft plastic material as far as the dashboard. So nice and quality inside of this Mustang. Right here you have the B&O, Bang & Olufsen stereo. So let's check this out. Starting with the steering wheel right here, flat bottom steering wheel. You have some same trim as on the doors, same trim as in the middle right there. You also have this golf ball texture on the side for better grip. The steering wheel is the right size, it's the right thickness, it feels really good in your hand. Mustang logo, and then you have a set of buttons on each side. On the left hand side we have controls as far as the different drive modes and the cruise control, and on the right hand side you have basically selections of what's going on in the instrument cluster. So we also have the volume control and voice control. We're gonna check this out. Let's put it in the accessory mode right now. Push the button and you can see the animation playing, set sound and design by B&O. And then on the left hand side you have the fully digital instrument cluster, and that's basically, we're going to start this off right in here, and let's check out what different drive modes are available. So let's check this out. Normal drive mode, custom, slippery, drag strip, track, sport, and back to normal. Love the animations. You know, they love the screens in here. So that's going to go back to this regular screen. So on the right hand side you have the speedometer, on the left hand side tachometer. Now it says that my seatbelt is not fastened, which is true. You also have the compass, temperature, you have your mileage, etc. So everything is there that you need. And now you can select the different options as far as what's displayed in the middle. So you have the tire pressure gauge, gauge detail, you know, again, driver assistance, and then you go back to trip 1, trip 2. And you know, the screen is very bright and kind of gives you that impression that you're looking at the regular screen that you've seen in the Mustangs before. And I like it. I like that they didn't do anything crazy with it. Now let's see if different drive modes have a different screen. So this is a custom one, and let's see when it disappears. It still looks the same. All right, let's go to the slippery one, and that still looks the same as well. So it would be nice if they kind of maybe gave us a little bit different design for each drive mode, so you can right away see you know, basically which one you're in. Now maybe track is different, and it's not. All right, so this is your digital instrument cluster. Very nice, very bright. Here's your infotainment system. Quite frankly, I haven't played around with it yet, so we're going to check that out. Well, let's go back to the home screen, which this is what we have. So we have the navigation system. You can open this up, and a nice navigation system, very bright display, map orientation, voice, avoid on route, etc. Go back to the main screen as well. Then you have different sources as far as your radio. So here's your sources: AM, FM, Sirius XM, and Bluetooth audio. And then going back to the main screen here, we can connect the phone. We also have different settings. So radio, phone list, sync navigation, sound, instrument cluster. There you go. Maybe that's gonna give us a little bit different screens, so we can choose screens. Well, that's basically what's displayed in the middle. Mustang status, we're gonna add that, and that's just basically gonna add that to this middle screen here. And let's go back. You have the center display, calm screen, brightness. This is what we're looking at right now. Connectivity. So let's take a look at this. Bluetooth, connected vehicle features, wireless app projection. So this is your connectivity. Vehicle hotspot, you can make it into a hotspot. Mobile apps, software updates, Ford Assistant, 911 Assist, and here you go to the general settings. You can select different languages, different units, different measurement units, etc. And you can reset it, send feedback. Vehicle settings, let's take a look at this. You have the 30 minutes max idle, so after that it will shut off. Rear occupant alert, key detection alert, easy entry, exit, rev matching. We're going to turn that on. Quiet start. No, who wants that? We want that start. We want to be heard when we're starting this vehicle. Well, that's of course until your neighbors are not going to love it so much. But so this is your infotainment system right here in a nutshell. Really nice, lots of features on it. And car features here, let's see what we have. My Mustang, let's take a look. Okay, so track apps, auxiliary gauges. You can display that in here, which is really nice. And go back here, my color. So we have the yellow color. So this is as far as the ambient lighting. Okay, and I can't see anything here because it's pretty bright outside. But you can do that. And cluster theme. All right, so match drive mode. That's what we had that was off. All right, so let's take a look at this now. And yes, this is your trek mode. That's how the display looks. Completely different than the regular one. We're going to move that to the drag strip. And let's see how it changes. Pretty similar to here. Slippery. Okay, they turn on the normal exhaust, right? They're kind of similar to the original one. And we go to normal mode. Okay, nothing changes really here. Let's do it in the sport mode. And here you go. So I'm going to leave it at this because I'm going to leave this vehicle in a sport mode. But this is good to know, different displays and how it look. Oh, I could have just done this. All right, match the drive mode. Let's go back here. And track apps, acceleration timer, brake performance. Now, look at this, what's going on outside. I'm not going to be able to do like 0 to 60, and you know, it is not my vehicle. But I just want to point out that it has it. Acceleration timer, brake performance, lap timer, launch settings. Okay, so launch, you can set up the RPMs that the vehicle is going to launch at. Here's your launch control right here. I'm not going to do that again, not in here, not at this weather, not my own car. Here's your climate control settings. And, you know, you have the different fan settings, turn it on, turn it off, put it on auto, max as far as the front window defogger, rear window defroster. You have the 3-stage heated seats and 3-stage ventilated seats. So we're going to leave that as ventilated. Turn the fan down quite a bit, otherwise you won't be able to hear what I'm saying. Also, you won't be able to hear how this vehicle sounds. I want to turn it on in just a bit, but let's go over some of the features. So I had a big problem in the Lost Mustang, which all of these buttons were right next to the shifter, right in front of the shifter, kind of, you know, not a very good placement. Now they moved the shifter back a little bit. I think that's the case with the automatic as well. So we have a little bit more room. You also have the start stop button. You have your My Mustang mode. You have the traction control off. This is your favorite button. And then you have the hazard light. And then My Mustang, that's basically takes you to this screen right here. And then you have the max front window defogger, which again, turn down the fan quite a bit. Volume and power button. Down underneath here, you have your USB Type-C, USB Type-A, regular 12-volt power outlet. Here's your shifter. Here's the 6-speed manual transmission. It actually, it's very nice. It's very accurate. It's very easy to drive. Then you have the cup holders, electronic parking brake, and up on top we have the regular frameless mirror. Your home link is in the visor, and then you have the lights. All right, regular lights and the sunglasses holder. And this is it as far as the interior of this vehicle. It looks good. It sounds good. Let me let you hear it, how it sounds from the inside. It sounds absolutely amazing. Yes, it's loud in the cabin, but that's why you buy a V8 muscle car. Guys, let's talk about the pricing really quick, and then we'll take it for a spin. So the Mustang is available in several different models, and then you have to go to Ford's website and customize it, and there's like a million different features that you can customize it with. So it's always better to find a knowledgeable salesperson and kind of go through the features with them to make sure that you're getting what you want if you are buying one that's custom order. If not, you know, we can always look on dealer slots and see what they have available. I think this one is optioned pretty darn well. You know, total MSRP of the one that I'm sitting in right now, just about $55,000, and this is the GT Premium Coupe, and of course, you know, it has some additional items that I'm going to list in the description of this video, so at least you know what I'm driving today. Now, the Mustang starts with the EcoBoost Coupe at $32,515. That's your starting MSRP. The EcoBoost Premium Coupe, it's $38,040. Now, those are four-cylinder vehicles. They're producing 315 horsepower and are very quick. Now, this one is about 4.2 seconds 0 to 60, give or take, depending on who drives it, and that's with the automatic transmission. The EcoBoost, the four-cylinder engine, is about 4.5, so it's not too far behind it. You know, of course, it's four-cylinder versus 8, so you're not gonna hear much of this, although I've rented a four-cylinder at one point, a convertible, and I was really impressed with it. The EcoBoost Premium convertible is at $43,540. The GT Coupe, $43,090. GT Premium Coupe, the one that I'm sitting in right now, starts at $47,610. The GT Premium convertible at $53,110, and the Dark Horse Coupe at $60,865. So where does that put us in the category of sports car? Well, you know, I think that it is still an affordable sports vehicle, starting at $32,000. I mean, yeah, if you want to go up to the GT Coupe, about $40,000, still not bad. Now, what's happening in the market right now as far as the sports cars? First of all, the Camaro is on its last year of production. The Challenger is pretty much gone after they sell the 2023. They're gonna go with the electric or electrified version. It's just not my cup of tea, whether you like it or not. I mean, that's your choice. So Mustang is the only one standing. Now, the 5.0 liter V8, that's a big slap to the electric car industry, and I have to give kudos to Ford for that, because a muscle car should be a muscle car. Okay, and we can get into discussion about the electric cars. I don't think that they're the saviors of the earth, but you know, that's just my opinion. Maybe we'll do another video as far as that. The muscle car, that tremble that you feel, you know, the noise of the engine, it's not like speaker enhanced where you have the speakers by the exhaust. No, you can feel the whole vehicle reacting to it, and of course, you know, the drive of it. I think it's just so much nicer. Yeah, it's not the fastest thing out there. You can get a Tesla Plaid, you know, 1.6 seconds 0 to 60 or something crazy like this, but I mean, it's just the experience is not there. Let's take it for a spin. First of all, this is the manual transmission, which is very nice. It's very accurate, it's very comfortable as far as shifting, and it doesn't have a very long shifts. I don't have a whole lot of experience with the muscle cars, so I'm just giving you my opinions as far as how this feels to me. I like this rev matching. Now, I don't think somebody told me that you can't get it on the well, of course you can get it on the manual transmission, because it even had it listed on the sticker, rev matching. Again, well, that somebody was wrong. Guys, I just realized that I didn't show you the rear view camera as we were going through the interior of it, so here it is. It's a very nice and clear picture, and you have the active trajectory lines. There's sensors in here, and it takes out a good portion of the screen, so I mean, I have no complaints about this. The one thing that I noticed about this transmission, that it's very easy to switch. You know, some of the vehicles have it too difficult. This one is not bad. It's got fairly long shifts, but not too long, right? I like the sound of it. And of course that engine is so recognizable. If you hear a V8 engine from a distance, I think I got to the point where I can recognize Chevy, Ford, and Chrysler as far as the engine. Look at this. Sounds good, but you can't get that out of the electric vehicle. You know, that sound, that shake off the engine. I'm very impressed with the way it drives. Now, let's see if I can stop somewhere for a second. The road is still fairly wet, so I can't do any crazy accelerations, but we should be able to do like a 0 to 60 and see what that feels like. I love that rev matching. I'll tell you. There you go. We're in gear 4. Kind of lay down on it. And it goes. And also an important thing to mention is that, you know, the visibility is really good on this vehicle. You have this long hood, you have a pretty good size mirrors, even in the back. If you don't have passengers in the back, this mirror serves a purpose. Now, of course, it would be nice to have this rear view camera mirror. That would be even better without any obstructions whatsoever, but this one is not bad. Yes. You know, what else can you get for $55,000? Yes, I mean, we can get a Corvette, you know, for 60 basic one. I think they got up to like 70s or 80s right now, so there's no longer a cheap Corvette that's available. So now that's out of the window. You know, Chevy's going away with the Camaro, Challenger is going away, so now we don't have too many choices. Mustang is going to be the one, last one standing. I just like doing this. Stop right here, 0. Yeah, we got a little tail going. Oh, what fun it is to ride. Well, it's been a while since I've driven a manual transmission car. Definitely brings back memories, but this vehicle responds to it super nice. I can do it all day. I wish I could, but unfortunately I have to take this back to the dealership so they can display it, they can sell it. If you're anywhere in Florida close to Brooksville, check out the guys at AutoNation Ford of Brooksville. Right now they have several of them available, both in the 4-cylinder and in the 8-cylinder, as well as the convertible. So check them out. Good group of people. They'll help you out with your automotive needs. And overall, so here's my take on this vehicle. Love the design. I really do. I think they nailed it. I love the color. That yellow splash on this, it's fantastic. I would probably change the rims if it was my vehicle, and I probably would go with the convertible. And I hate to say it, but probably with the automatic transmission, just because of the traffic that we get here. Unless this would be my second or third car that I take on the weekends, that would be a different story. But the displays, the technology of it, it's, you know, night and day comparing to the previous generation one. So really great job, and I'm thoroughly impressed, and I'm glad. Now I know people were complaining that this is technically not a new Mustang because it's kind of similar to the old one, but if it's not broken, don't fix it. I like it. I hope you guys like it too. If you like anything in this video, go ahead, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that bell notification ring bell so you won't miss any of the videos that are coming out, and I'll see you in my next one. Cheers.